All right. Hi, guys, and welcome back to the So Far So Good podcast. I'm Ekta.
I'm Aryan.
And this is Nisha.
All right, so some things have changed since the last time that
Clearly.
we recorded. If you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple, we're video recording this. So basically, we have a YouTube channel, so if you want to see it on video, you can go to that. What's our YouTube channel name?
Hopefully, I'm pretty sure So Far So Good is already taken.
We haven't made the YouTube channel yet.
We haven't set that up yet, but it's gonna happen. But yeah, this is our setup. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Spotify.
Wait, you can watch on Spotify?
Well, you can listen to it on Spotify.
Oh, okay.
It should sound really good.
Yeah,
Should
we
sound
upgraded
crispy.
all of our mics.
Dude, it cost a
Bro,
pretty
you don't want to
penny.
know.
You don't want to know.
You don't
we
even
don't
want to
even
know.
want to talk about it.
But
actually,
the goal is to hopefully make the money back one day, and you know how that's going to be possible if you subscribe to our channel. So please like, comment,
Oh my
subscribe.
God. Are we
and
gonna say that now?
And share our podcast with anyone that you think might be interested. And do you guys want to talk about just what are some things that people can look forward to with this channel? Okay, I'll go first because you guys.
I
Are you
don't
a
know.
curveball, bro?
I know.
You guys are showing like a blank face right now. But basically, the guests,
Yeah.
So for those of you that have been following us for a while now, like the 2 to 3 people that have been listening to our podcast.
Yeah, and we appreciate y'all, okay? That's why we did this.
Yeah, before we dabbled around a little bit with having guests, right? But now we're gonna try to actually bring like friends out, people from the community. But by the community, I mean like the brown community. But like it doesn't always have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't
the brown
always
community.
have to be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And our upload, so, we took a 2-month, basically, hiatus. Is that the right word, guys? Is that hiatus?
Yeah. That's good. Good job.
Good job.
But we are still, or actually we're changing our upload schedule. Didi, wants to change it to Wednesdays, and I wanted to keep it Monday, so y'all let us know what you like better. But for now, we're gonna try something new, and we're gonna do Wednesdays as our upload schedule.
Well, I mean, like, why you guys don't like the Wednesday schedule?
Because I personally, guys, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I feel like on a Monday, what I want to get myself into like a working mood is like a nice podcast that gives me energy and like motivates me a little bit. And it's just something to look forward to on a Monday, because typically there's, Mondays you dread. Everyone dreads Mondays.
The Monday blues.
Wait, can Aryan speak? Like, he has nothing to say about it?
What? Oh my! I didn't speak for 2 seconds.
But Aryan, how do you feel about the
Dude,
I
what are
literally
you supporting?
Aryan's like,
don't care. I feel like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like, bro, as long as we have one podcast coming out a week,
I know, right? Let's start with that.
Jeez, okay.
But
it doesn't matter.
my idea behind the Wednesday, and you guys can let us know in the comment section, what time schedule do you prefer? When do you usually listen to podcasts? But for me, like Wednesdays are like, I'm thinking like hump days. There's nothing much to like look forward to, or like maybe the weekend.
I'm sorry. What does hump day have to do with anything?
Well, I mean,
What does that mean, guys? What does hump day
It's
mean?
like Wednesday is the day you're trying to get like, that's like the hardest day of the week.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we got our podcast
Yeah.
dropping to just get. Wow, Ekta just loves work.
wait,
so.
is it called hump day because it's like a hump in the week? Like a tough hurdle you have to get
Dude,
through?
I don't even know.
Yeah, you have to get over the hump. Yeah.
Wait, that's okay. I never knew that.
So like once you're past Wednesday, then you're chilling.
Exactly. So like I want our podcast to like almost like get people like, all right, this is gonna get you over the hump. Let's get excited. There's something fun to listen to.
Or we could do Fridays. So people look forward to it on
dude,
Friday.
Because I was thinking like Fridays people be partying, so that's why I was thinking Thursday. Okay, y'all just let us.
I personally don't want to listen to anything motivational on a Friday. Like that's when I'm out of the.
Is this gonna be
mood.
motivational?
Well,
Weird.
no, but like it could be sometimes, based on our topic. Sometimes, like, you know, like one of the podcasts we want to do is about confidence. No one wants to listen to that on a Friday, or at least I don't. I listen to music. Fridays are the only days at work that I listen to music.
Friday is like I play Drake. I play Travis Scott. Wait, is Travis Scott canceled?
I feel like Loki Sunday might be the best.
Are you trying to say you're on Drake's side?
For what?
Because you just said
gosh.
Only Drake, or do you not listen to Kendrick?
Dude, only Drake.
Should we talk about that one day?
Guys? We could touch on it for a few minutes.
I think we should do Sundays.
What?
I can Sundays is when you need the motivation, but you still have time to listen to a podcast.
Right, you're like doing
people
cleaning.
like don't have time on Mondays. They're so busy.
Wait,
actually,
so
that's a good idea.
But we could totally do Sundays. That's actually a good idea.
You know?
Okay, so what should we
It
try?
makes everyone's Sundays a little bit better because it gets them back into the mood to like, okay, let's.
I definitely seek out like YouTube videos, and because it's like self-care days, right?
Yeah, it's like get your life together day.
Okay, so we might start with Sundays. And then
tuned to
let us
see,
know
okay?
if you like. Right on the podcast, we changed the schedule.
We'll update that later.
But anyways, Ekta was talking about the rap battle, the beef between Drake and Kendrick, and like.
So whose side are you on? Just say it.
I'm on Drake's side because
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest. Like I
my
can't. Okay, look, I don't listen to great music. I'm gonna be honest, and so that's why like I want like rap music that's easy to understand and just groove along to. All right, we're not saving the world with rap music. Okay, I mean, what are y'all's? Because y'all are more into
you
this.
totally dissed Drake on that. You're like, I don't listen to great music, so I'm on Drake's side. Like, all right, and whose side?
I
are you
mean,
on?
let's not get it like twisted. Like they're both legends, you know.
They're
both
both
like have been at the top of the game for a long time. Drake makes really good like bangers, like club music, like you know, stuff that you can listen to while you like work out and stuff. If you're not super listening to the lyrics, he does have good lyrical music. But that's not like the music that's like popular for him, I think. It's more of like his features and stuff, like stuff that's like super like, you know, you'd like dance to, you like ride.
Wait, what do you
to,
mean? Like
you know.
his features are more popular? Wait, what?
He features on a lot of songs and like his features are always like really good, you know? That's why people are like, oh, this became a Drake song, like as soon as he featured on it, you know, because he just takes over. He's like really good. Kendrick, his thing is like lyricism, you know? Like you can listen to the same Kendrick song and like hear something new every time, or hear something that he was trying to say like different every time. You know, there's a lot of ways you can like perceive his music.
Okay, but like
I'm on Kendrick's side.
I know Ekta's been like obsessed with Kendrick.
Obsessed.
Okay,
with
but then question:
his diss tracks.
do you need to pull out Lyric Genius to understand what Kendrick is saying when you're
No,
listening?
because I have Justin. He's like,
Okay, but most people, you need to like.
You know what I mean?
And a lot of times you can't even really understand what he's saying. Like you have to like look up like what like the words that he's saying are, you know?
because it's poetry. It's like poetry.
Yeah, it's poetry, and
It's
he
awesome.
makes a lot of references to a lot of different things that you probably don't know.
Yeah.
So like, if you're just listening to his music and you're not super into the rap game, you might not understand anything he says. You're like, dang, this is garbage. You know?
I see. That's what I'm saying, and that's kind of where I am at. Like where I started playing Kendrick songs, and I'm like, it's not as groovy as Drake.
Guys, y'all, okay. But I'm not even just talking about the lyrics, but I think that it does obviously help me appreciate it more. But his actual music, like Not Like Us and Euphoria, they're bangers, dude. I listen to it on the way to freaking work to hype myself up. The thing is, Drake's songs, they're not hyping me up.
Really?
His
Okay,
disses
so
are not
it's
hyping me as much as
it's subjective, right?
as much
I
as
thought
Kendrick.
Push-Ups was pretty hype.
I thought
that
Push-Ups was so
great.
good. I was like,
I didn't really
good.
listen to any of the other ones. But we're saying like in general, right? Like Drake's music is more digestible.
Mainstream.
It has like the cadence, like the rhythm is all like pretty mainstream, you know?
Yeah,
so
people
the
can
majority of people
easily-
that listen to it are just gonna like it, you know?
Yeah.
Kendrick like tries different things, you know? His music is like different.
Yeah.
He's more of like, I feel like to me he's more of like an artist than Drake in terms of he tries a lot of different things. He has a lot more depth.
In that way.
Yeah, both in his like instrumentals, his beats, like in his lyrics, obviously. Like To Pimp a Butterfly, that album like is like an essay, you know? It's like a musical essay. You have to like listen to it. You can't listen to those songs like randomly. Like some of them you can, but like mostly you listen to that whole album at once, and each like there's like transitions between each song. You know, it's like a whole movie that you're watching, right? Like that's not really like a Drake album. A Drake album you can listen to any song anytime you want.
Yeah.
And it's gonna,
Right.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Okay, but like
I'm not hating on Drake. He has a lot of good
that
music.
are to like someone who just listens to Drake and doesn't listen to Kendrick. What are some songs that you would tell people to like start out and listen to?
Well, guys, everyone knows his last album. Wait, was it his last album?
Oh yeah,
I can't even
Mad?
say
Was
it,
it
guys.
Mad?
Dang.
No, that's not his last album. The Big Steppers, that was his last.
Yeah, no, but
Wasn't that the one that Drake was like dissing in
yeah,
his
dissing.
song?
Justin loved that one, but I'm saying his biggest hit album, was it not like
Yeah, no. So first he had
DAMN, guys? I'm not allowed to.
his first big one was To Pimp a Butterfly. That one is probably his best. I think most people think that's his best album.
But I think for mainstream, like
For
I
mainstream-
heard about DAMN.
Just say it. Oh my god.
No, don't
You're,
say it.
you're just saying the album name. You're not saying the word.
No. We can't be using bad words here, guys. We're trying to get monetized.
What if they won't? Yeah, what if that's why I can't say it, guys. But that album, like almost literally every single song was so hype. That's the thing I love about Kendrick. It's just
That album was really, really good. Good Kid, Mad City was really, really, really good.
Okay.
And obviously To Pimp a Butterfly was really good. I like the Big Steppers too. I like almost all the songs on that album too. I
Yeah.
can't say for Drake that I'd liked like
An entire album.
that I liked every album, you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, for sure.
But at the same time,
For sure.
he has way more albums. Like Kendrick doesn't have as many albums, you know.
Yeah.
Like Drake has way more volume, and
So
if you
more
compare it,
hits.
he probably has the same number of albums that are great, you know.
Yeah.
true.
They're pretty even. They just do different things. You know, it's hard to compare two artists that are
It's like
targeting
apples to
so
oranges.
so much different like audiences. I don't know.
All right, cool guys.
Okay.
well
I don't
that's
know why we
great.
talked
We got
about that,
very
but yeah.
distracted, and now
Oh.
what? Do you have some last words before we move on to the next topic?
Okay, well, just because we were talking about albums that were great, Ariana Grande's
Oh,
new
what?
album,
This
I'm
was
obsessed with.
completely different.
Well, it's not. It was
Wait.
a good segue. I've been listening to it like nonstop. Eternal Sunshine is like I would say 75% of that album is like amazing.
Is
I
that
listen to
her
it all the
latest
time.
album?
Yeah. Wait, you guys didn't even listen to it? What's
I
wrong
listened
with you?
to it. I just, I think, like, it is like kind of beautiful and kind of not. Where like an album, like the first time you listen to it, you're like, and then it seriously grows on you, where you're like, whoa, what the heck? Every single song.
Her
So I feel
last album did
I
that
might
for
have
me
not.
too.
Yeah, her last was it God is a Woman? Was that the last one?
No, that's
the song.
old, bro. I forget what the last album
know,
was,
it's fine.
but yeah. Anyways, listen to that. That was my last thing I had to say because
Cool.
I love it.
Okay, so now let's kind of get into how we took. So everyone knows we took a pretty big hiatus, right? Hiatus
Guys, we
sounds
keep
so
using that
fancy.
word because Derek was like, you should use the word to hiatus. Like,
I feel like we need to probably look up, like, it probably means like you were so fancy and you're going on a hiatus, but like
we don't know what else. A break. Why don't we just?
It's like an unannounced break.
Right.
Yeah.
So, oh God. Right. Call us out. But we went on a break because of just like a lot of things happening, and we also felt like we've been the way we've been recording.
We're slacking on
need
the
to
quality.
pivot.
Yeah.
Right. We felt like the quality wasn't there. We need to pivot. We're not like we're just kind of like aimlessly almost just continuing and doing it for the sake of it. And were we really proud of what we were putting out?
Yeah. I think that's why I was like, I think we need a break because I'm not even like enjoying it because I'm not obsessed with what we're putting out.
We also like weren't all together, you know. It's like harder to like get everyone
Coordinate.
organized. So
Yeah.
like some of us are ready, some of us aren't. It's just hard to.
So that was the reason, right? And we wanted to take some time to just like a lot was going on as well. So we'll kind of talk about what's
What's been going on?
And
So basically, Arn's been busy graduating.
Honestly, that last month that we didn't do recordings, like I was super busy anyways.
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
extremely busy.
Dude, Arn, you took 19 credit hours this semester.
That's a lot.
insane.
Why did
I feel
you
like, especially, well, because he had to graduate, bro.
Yeah.
I
have to
know, but like,
graduate, yeah.
how did it end up? Like, was there one semester where you were like 5 credit hours?
Yeah.
I mean,
you just-
like Kind of. I mean, there was one class that I just like ended up dropping because like the professor wasn't that good. Then I had to take one more. But I wasn't like super stressed at all. I just had like a lot of work to do. All the classes I was taking was like pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
but it was good. Honestly, my last semester was like really, really interesting. There's like, I guess y'all want to talk about like the protests that were happening. I mean,
Oh, of course, guys.
Yeah,
so,
right. I mean, now that
guys,
you've graduated,
now-
do you want to tell people like where you
Dude.
graduated?
So Aryan
from?
went to Columbia University.
Actually, that's supposed to be.
like let's start from the beginning.
Aryan was already talking.
I think everyone who listened to us already knew that because we've kind of like whatever. But yeah,
we gave it
officially,
away accidentally in so
he
many
went to
episodes.
Columbia. So obviously, if you guys follow the news at all, you would have heard about all the protests that were happening.
So,
Aryan,
actually, do you want to talk about
Yeah,
how,
so-
like, as a student, that experience was?
yes.
Yeah, so obviously there's a lot going on in Gaza. We're not gonna say how we feel about that, you know. Obviously, there's just a lot,
Yeah.
a lot going on there, and people are very frustrated about that situation. A lot of pro-Palestine people at Columbia. We're really frustrated about that, and especially about the fact that Columbia has investments in Israel, right? And they wanted Columbia to divest from Israel, right? And Columbia, you know, they don't want to do that. Obviously, they're just a big institution. They're like, you know, like...
Wait, I just don't understand. Like this, there's just something wrong with like everything. Like, why is a school institution involved in funding? I mean, that's just interesting. Anyways, that's another topic.
I thought it was interesting as well, but
Maybe it's not that rare.
I don't know. I mean,
I can see Anna.
well,
doing
isn't
that,
it
right?
private? It's not public.
it's private, and there's big Jewish influence in Columbia and like its history and everything. Yeah, so a lot of kids that mainly graduate students, but like people like the whole student body in general were pretty mad about that. So there was this whole like divest from Israel movement at Columbia. And they protested a lot, and they eventually started like putting up tents in the middle of campus.
Where graduation was supposed to be, by the way.
'Cause
Like,
we have two like main lawns that's like at the center of campus, and they basically just took over the lawns, right? They put tents up all over. There were like a couple hundred like people literally staying overnight for days there protesting, you know?
and were they all students? Like,
That's the thing, bro.
Everybody, because I heard like mixed things.
Yeah.
You know, people were like, "Dude, like these are other opportunists," or you know.
That's what I heard. I know there's definitely a lot of students, but I think there are a lot of people from the outside coming in as well. There was at one point where like the administration like called the police to get people out. That didn't work. People just came back. You know, they're very. One thing you can say about Columbia students, like they don't give up. You know.
Yeah, I think they have a history of protest.
That's
like
what I heard,
that
yeah.
is like they are standing up for what they believe in.
They
and they're
did
not
literally,
gonna back off.
yeah. The police literally had to like drag people out of the tents, you know,
Wait,
like carry people out the, yeah. They're like they weren't leaving, and that didn't even work. And then the one night I was literally, what was I doing?
Homework?
I was
Playing
like,
video games?
yeah, I think
I was at a party.
I was like writing a paper. I was like with like all my friends, and we were just in our suite, and we were like doing work, like we were like watching a game and stuff. And then we hear on like this radio. So the protesters, like they're basically like an organization at this point. They have like a radio that you can tune in on, and
Yeah.
that they're always talking about like what's going on, like what their situation is, what police are doing, stuff like that. And they were basically talking about how they like freed one of the buildings on campus, which basically means they invaded the building and they took it over, right? Hamilton Hall.
Yeah.
They freed. Oh no!
They-
like we were
The
already
terminology is
free.
funny.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
we're gonna stay away
Maybe they
from
did free it. I
political.
don't know. Right?
What is that? Yeah.
So yeah, so like they were like smashing windows and stuff. They were like barricading the door so like nobody could get in. It was crazy. I'm
just
sitting
scared.
here.
Can you
yeah.
imagine?
Were you
like,
scared? Aryan, I want to know if you felt unsafe as a student there.
I mean, honestly, in terms of distance, like that wasn't that far from me, but like I still felt kind of far from it at the same time. I don't know why. I mean, cause like I'm in like the 12th floor of my dorm, you know, like I feel pretty safe. But then you like turn on like all like the news channels. You turn on like CNN and Fox. They're all like have cameras at the campus showing like these like people like in the building like
social media was like, I feel like eating it up. And like that's the problem though. You know what I mean? Sometimes well, I don't. That's why this is an interesting perspective, because like you were actually there.
Yes.
You're someone that kind of like experienced, like you were around that area when this stuff was happening. Because a lot of times I feel like social media and these news channels, they got nothing else to talk about, and they end up like blowing everything up, making and you're like, wait, sometimes it's not as grave of a situation as you think it is, but like. Mommy was like tuned in constantly.
She was scared. Yeah, she called me like immediately. It
terrified her, and she would be calling me.
She was literally crying.
She was. Yeah, I was like, wait, like I don't know what to tell Mommy. I was like, it's okay. Like I kind of like. I was like, Arian would tell us, if something crazy happened or whatever, but the news was making it seem pretty crazy.
Yeah, one thing I'll comment on is like, I freaking do not trust any media.
No.
Because the way they can portray any situation how they want it to be. A lot of the times they do want it to be more dramatic so people will listen. And so as soon as I heard what like all the news outlets were saying, I was like, Arian, how do you actually feel? I literally texted you that. I was like, do you feel unsafe, or is this just like, not as bad as they're making it out to be?
I was just like, I'm chill.
And honestly, I also didn't like the way the media was like villainizing the students, like they're protesting for something they believe in.
Yeah, but
let's
not get into that. Because some can say that the way they were protesting was a bit like
and I'm not
overboard.
saying that wasn't.
But I'm not saying it was overboard. I'm just saying that's what some people say.
Yeah. All I'm saying is. All right, guys. So our camera battery died, and we just took a 30-minute break, and we're back. So where were we?
So you were talking about how the media, you shouldn't trust the media when it comes to
yeah. I'm sure you guys already knew that, but this situation just amplified it for me to where like I have trust issues now.
It's like every channel is like very one-sided perspective, and it's like, come on, like you can't just be listening to one media source and that's
you actually can, because you then have a twisted.
Just flip the channel, it's the opposite view, and you're like, what?
Yeah, just be smart. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. Anyways, back to that day. Yeah. So they pretty much freed that building, quote unquote. The police came. There was a lot of police. And they basically were using like lifts to get into the building and going through the windows and like extracting people from the building. There's a lot of videos of them like being pretty rough with students and things like that.
Wait, extracting meaning forcefully taking out?
Yeah, they arrested them, right? They arrested like a lot of people.
Oh, the police, yeah.
Yeah, so and this was kind of like the last thing related to the protest that happened on campus. Like the police were pretty rigid. They arrested pretty much everyone that wasn't like complying with like their demands and everything. And the campus was basically shut down. Like you couldn't get in unless you were a student. Even if you lived on campus, you couldn't even get on campus. Only people that literally lived on campus were allowed in.
So that is like, I feel like such a crazy experience, considering like Ekta and I did not have a college experience remotely as close to
as tumultuous
the experience you had, right?
Yeah.
Like we didn't go through COVID-19 where that impacted you guys. Like the freshman year, you were like at home. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, so you basically only had a 3-year like.
And now like close to graduation, and it's like,
so
wow, okay, can't even calm down, right?
Like campus was locked down, so skipping forward to graduation, like we couldn't even have it on campus. Because only students were allowed.
And it wasn't like everyone like closely monitoring like whether you were even gonna have a graduation, because like freaking graduations were being canceled.
Like our commencement, the one where all the students go to, that was canceled. The graduation that I had was only with like my engineering classmates,
which I was happy about.
Which was fine,
Because who wants to even go to commencement?
I loved that your graduation was like freaking less than an hour, because like
so let's talk about it. We went to New York City for Arian's graduation.
Such a great experience.
And we like the whole family went, and so did Justin and Derek. So that was the first trip where they were also there.
And you know,
So it was
and if you're brown,
interesting.
you know how crazy that is, right? Having
Yeah,
your
yeah.
boyfriends or girlfriends like join you on a trip with your parents, and you're not even married yet. That was like, but
Yeah.
it went well. I think it went well. There were like
It was a good
little rough
time.
patches, but do you guys have like a certain? I mean, for me, like one of the most memorable things of that trip was obviously your graduation, and like,
That was
how-
so fun.
I felt like the day and the weather was perfect. I loved it.
It
was
was,
good.
guys,
'Cause it was-
every other day it rained, but that day it was sunny.
The sun was
and
like,
I'm
"Oh."
like, wait, there is a God.
I know. How did you feel on your graduation day?
Yeah, no, I like just went like with my friends. Honestly, a lot. We were just talking about like how much better it would have been if it was on campus. Because like the
Yeah.
weather was perfect, everything was perfect. But like we had to like drive there, and it was in like Harlem, and like the stadium, like it wasn't even in the football stadium. It was just like on like this piece of
I like the setting
land.
though.
It was
nice.
a
But no,
yeah.
for sure. But like
Soccer
nothing
field.
beats Columbia campus, right?
Guys,
Yeah.
I did not care. I thought the vibes were perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I liked that it was an outdoor graduation away
Oh, it
from
was
campus. I
originally
thought it
gonna
was
be
so fun.
outdoor, right?
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
gonna be
but
outdoor anyways.
it was cool. I don't know. They
You
said
just-
the names really, really fast and everything.
Guys, because AI.
Oh, dude.
Guys,
The names were too fast, man. I was like, come on now. Come
I
on
was
now.
terrified I wouldn't get Aryans on recording. So it was like, instead of being focused on the actual thing, I was focused on recording it.
Oh yeah. Okay. That was wild. Like Columbia University, if you're watching this.
Oh, no.
No, nothing negative. But like I personally feel like calling the students' names in order as it's in the pamphlet, that just makes
That
it
just
easy on
makes sense.
everyone to kind of keep track of their son, daughter, like family member walking the stage, because y'all did it randomly, right? So we were so terrified that we were
Yeah.
gonna miss Aryan, and we had to like keep track and see
I
200
guess
students.
I guess it makes sense because how do you organize like 200 students in a perfect line? Like you come here, you come here.
Also-
they did that with us.
Oh, awkward.
I mean,
So it's not
also
that hard?
like you can sit next to your friends now, you know,
Oh, that's the benefit.
which is I think
Wait,
people
it's-
like graduating like with their
No.
friends around them. Yeah.
Right. So I guess I would
Yeah.
take that over.
Yeah,
Like,
that
okay,
is
fine,
more
whatever.
fun.
Moving on.
But yeah, it was awesome, and they played that song.
Oh,
New York.
dude, that song always gets me.
No, it
I love
always gets me. It always hits. And like after
Concrete
Aryan's
jungle
graduation,
where
it was just
dreams are
perfect.
made.
And I did tear up the first time when Aryan was coming out. Like not when he walked the stage, because that was like a 0.5 seconds. I wouldn't even have time to cry. But when I was waiting for Aryan to show up on the screen when the students were coming into the ceremony in the beginning, I was like,
Wait, really? Dude, I would just focus on like scream. You know, did you hear us?
Yeah, no, I heard.
oh, dude, yeah, we were right there. We were up on the chairs. Wait, was mommy sitting up on the chairs too?
Bro,
I saw y'all like immediately.
I didn't trust the chairs, man.
Yeah.
I like because people were like standing up on the chairs, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna fall.
I risked my
I'm gonna
life.
fall.
I risked my life so I could see Aryan.
Crazy. Okay, but yeah. So were you feeling good graduation day?
Yeah, how do you feel?
Hey, no, I feel like that feeling is like you can't really like predict how you're gonna feel until like it actually happens. You know, it's just like
Yeah.
really like different. I know it felt good. I don't know.
It felt good. Do you feel liberated? Like, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, like, I think the craziest feeling was when like I like did like my last test. I like,
No,
I, like
that's
wrote
the
like my last
actual
paper.
real feeling.
I'm like, am I never gonna take another like test again? Like, isn't like that's crazy,
crazy.
you know? Like you have like your last meal there, like you're just like with your friends, you're just like chilling. You're like,
Oh
dang.
my god.
We're not gonna see
Aryan,
each
did
other
you
again for a
cry?
while.
Did you cry at any point
Dude,
when you were
you sound
moving
like you're
out?
about to cry, bro. Like, just like-
I cried so much.
I don't. No, I didn't cry
but
At any
we all
point.
cried.
at the dinner afterwards.
Wait, we need to talk about that.
It was good.
We went to lunch
The alcohol was pouring.
afterwards.
As there was just one bottle.
Yeah. And we just were, I don't know, everyone was just sitting around the table, and at the end, Didi was like, we should all say something about Aryan.
Dude, I mean, like,
And-
I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of had like a Kris Jenner moment.
What? What does that
Okay.
mean?
So I watched the Kardashians, right? And like Chris is like always she's like whenever at parties she's always making a toast. She's like, guys, can I have something to say? And then she always like, first of all, like her speeches are so long, but like I would never. But I was just like, I think it'd be a good moment to like actually let's appreciate that moment.
It wasn't
say
necessary.
something. But what did I say? Like, let's all make a toast to you or like
to Aryan.
Yeah, to Aryan,
about
obviously.
Aryan. And honestly, that like it's nice because I'll always have that memory, and that is like Aryan graduated, and we, you know,
I feel like we all kind of like opened up for a little bit.
we
you
did
know what I
open
mean? It was
up.
good.
Oh my god, cringe!
But it was
I'm just
kind of
kidding.
rude though. Like when I was speaking,
Guys, Didi was
I was, like,
full
mid-crying
on
and-
bawling, and the waiter was like,
would you want some water?
Wait, no, it wasn't even. Do you want some water? It's like, here's the check.
Here's a bill. or
Here's the
something,
bill.
which made me cry even more. Like the bill was, dude, that was the most I've ever spent. Well, okay, no, actually, mommy took the bill.
Ooh, our parents did.
Mama Ray took the bill.
Aw.
It was the most I've ever spent. It was like 300 or something like that, right?
Yeah, for all of us. And then Derek and Justin also said a little something, and it was just a cute moment.
All right, but what was your thing? Because like I feel like I was
Wait,
too
Aryan?
focused on crying. Do you want to like revisit?
No, what
No,
the
why
heck?
would we revisit that, bro? It's personal.
Fine, it's very
But just
emotional,
know we
whatever.
all cried, including Aryan. Now, I wasn't expecting him to cry, but like as soon as he started, this is actual. If you're watching on video, this is Aryan. Like he started to speak. He's like, guys. Like Aryan is so
Yeah,
like.
no, I can see.
I knew immediately when.
I was like, oh.
Dude, I was also the last person to cry anyways.
Okay, but you know who didn't cry? Mommy.
Yeah, our mom is just like
She
the
did.
strongest
No.
person. No, Aryan,
Yes,
she
she
did
did.
not cry.
She
She
didn't
did
cry.
not cry.
Dude, I
Cried
saw
at all.
tears.
No,
you
you
did?
didn't.
Bro,
No,
you
you
saw
didn't.
your own tears.
Oh my.
No,
That's
I
cap,
know.
bro.
You couldn't see through your own tears to see that mommy wasn't crying. No, I'm telling you, we even talked about that.
Yeah.
I feel like mommy is just like the strongest person in the world. Like she just does not need to cry. She's been through so much
I think
already.
didn't somebody make a
That's true.
comment like she's been through so much? Like,
Yeah.
just,
Like this is all happy
This is-
stuff.
tears
like,
just
what?
don't. I know she's very
She's
happy.
just so happy.
Anywho, so that was fun, and but one thing that I do remember was, you know, we went to one of the basically the biggest Hindu temple.
Yeah,
in the
we went
world?
there.
Yeah. In the
Right?
world.
What was it? What was it called? Might as well be called Swaminarayan, but we'll not go there.
Wait, what?
I don't remember.
Akshardham.
Akshardham?
Akshardham. Dude,
People are
the
gonna
way
be
we're
like-
saying it, they have no idea.
The
what
one
we're
in
saying.
Robbinsville, New Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Yes, it was really cool and really
it was
big
such a
and
fun,
beautiful.
I loved it, even though like the freaking Uber incident. We were like walking like homeless people trying
Oh
to
my
find our
God.
Uber on the way back.
But afterwards, we literally had to wait. We missed our first train, so we just sat in the outdoor train
Yeah.
area
Oh,
for
God.
like an hour. And we played games, though. We played that one game. It was so fun.
20 questions.
20 questions
Yeah.
with our parents. Okay, something I want to talk about is like, I realized this, especially after this trip. Our parents, like, they add to the vibe. They don't take away. I feel like they make a situation more fun. Like, I never feel like I have to be different. What do y'all think?
Yeah, no. for
Like,
sure.
even Justin was saying, like, he felt so comfortable with our parents because they're just cool. Like, you can literally just laugh with them. And, like, I just feel like whenever they're involved in something, it just makes it more fun. They bring in energy.
Sometimes, I feel like they do bring in energy, but like sometimes I do feel like sometimes it might, mommy's pretty flexible with plans. But like, you know, Daddy'd be like, wherever we go, I want Starbucks. And it's like I'm afraid Daddy's gonna go to like France and he's gonna be like, I only want Starbucks.
No,
You
he
know,
is.
it's like having-
He 100%
guess-
will only want Starbucks.
But that happens, right, when you're traveling with everyone. But no,
What do you think, Aryan? Do you think
That what?
what they add to the vibe, right? Like, they're
I mean,
easy
no,
to
for
be
sure.
so comfortable with.
But
like,
that's just because we've done like all of our trips together all the time, you know. So we're just naturally like.
But even for Justin and Derek, I felt like
yeah, I mean,
you know,
yeah,
they
I
were
felt like they were pretty like
comfortable.
pretty comfortable.
I appreciate that because they are like really stepping up, or
They've evolved so
or maybe
much.
they've just accepted, which is good, right? You
it's
just gotta
good.
accept that this is just how it's gonna be, and like I appreciated them being so open to like letting Justin and Derek come to the graduation, because I personally felt like this is a important moment,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like it's as if they're part of family and you want to go. But I really appreciate like how our parents are adventurous. They love
Adventurers.
they're adventurous as in like, you know, we don't just want to sit at the hotel all day when we travel, right? They're like, let's wake up early in the morning. Let's go do this. They're
Yeah.
so open. And I feel like that's the kind of traveler I am. That's what I want to do. What about you guys?
I feel like
do you
I'm
like to be on the resort type? Well, talk about your Cancun vacation.
I know
Wait.
that.
Let Aryan answer. Are you
Oh,
like?
my
Do you
bad.
like to, you know, when you're on vacation, go and do stuff, or do you like to be more chill?
Nah, I think I definitely like to have like plans set up beforehand.
So important.
Because like I think the worst is when you're wasting like daylight hours trying to figure out what to do. You know, it's like you're on vacation for like a limited number of days. Like you want to be doing stuff. You know?
I don't want to be on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, but I do like especially a place like New York City. I enjoy if I have a really nice like Airbnb, and I don't have to just go and hit this place up and then hit this place up. I don't like doing that. I actually like it being more chill, and I do want plans every single day, but I don't want it to be like boom, boom, boom to where you're just
Yeah,
I get it.
not like a timetable, but like things you want to do like each day, like you know.
yeah.
Oh, right. Like maybe 3 major events, right?
Yeah.
Or 2
Yeah.
major events. And
You want to take advantage of the place that you're in, you know, because you're not gonna like that's like your
Yeah.
opportunity. You know?
I think that's why like vacations are so like always go because you're like I don't have that much time. But this New York trip was a week long for me and Aryan.
dude,
and,
mine was
yeah.
like 2 days.
Yeah,
so,
we had to
but
leave early.
I feel like I got the most out of it though. Like I did a lot.
Y'all
of
had
stuff.
been there already, you know. It's like
Yeah,
But
that's
I
why we did.
love
That's
New
why this
York.
was my favorite New York City trip that we've been on.
Really?
Yes, it was. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was just so much more fun with Justin, Derek, parents, and we got to be more chill and do just like the little things. Like at night, you know, Jess and I would just go walk around where we were staying. We were staying in Chelsea.
Derek said that was actually
area.
his like one of his favorite parts.
When
where
we are
he
all-
went on a walk with Ekta and Justin,
Nice.
and I was like, really?
It was
I
fun.
wasn't
We
even-
walked through
Rude.
Koreatown, and as we were walking, we just discovered so many shops that we wanted to go in.
Didn't you
and
guys
it was
buy
so
like
cool.
so yesterday? Like when we were hanging out, Daddy was like, "Justin, where's your Rolex?" And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
"Justin has a Rolex."
We went to Chinatown on that last day, and I had never appreciated
some
Chinatown
damage in Chinatown.
like the way I did. Yeah, and Justin was already going in there like he was like, I want a Rolex. I want what else did he get? A chain. But yeah, just
So
going.
if you see Ekta and Aryan and Justin like rocking, like
It's
looks like
fake.
designer, it's so fake.
It's
you have to go to
definitely-
Chinatown if you go to New York.
Yeah.
City, you know.
And yeah, and we went, Justin and I went thrifting in New York, and we went to this Goodwill, the best Goodwill that I've ever been to in my life. Every single person that walked in there had such good style, and I'm like, so this is how they do it in New
Yeah,
York City.
yeah.
And I was just like, you know what, guys, I'm never shopping again. I'm gonna go to New York every single year,
That's
and I'm gonna go
Goodwill.
to freaking their thrift stores, and I'll shop there because things are cheaper. You get nice
Wait,
things.
it was cheaper than here?
No, cheaper than buying it new.
Oh,
Their
Hundo
Goodwill is
Pito.
definitely more expensive, but I don't care. I got like 4 like cute things, and
Okay, but then you
love
also
New
go
York.
shopping all the time, and then you're like, I don't have clothes.
No, that's not true. I actually don't go shopping all the time, but and then there's just so many cool things. We went to Pier, what is it, that little island area?
You're, I don't even remember, 32 or something.
Yeah,
There's like 100 different piers.
Yeah, there's like a food area. There's like that pier. It was just so fun, so beautiful. I felt just calm there this time around, which I'm like, wait, I'm like my legs hurt. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just going somewhere to see something because it's a touristy thing versus going to do something like go, you know,
Dude,
check.
the trips that we go on, our feet hurt. So
Yeah.
fair warning, like if you're coming on vacation with us, we're like, that's just part of the game. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is.
Yep. So I think that's just what we've been up to, and we're looking
Yeah.
forward to bringing more episodes to y'all, like being consistent, and we're just like, I'm loving this setup so much, guys. Like the effort that we put in,
Bro.
Yeah.
like it's literally, we set all of this up ourselves, and you know, it's not easy to figure out all this equipment. Okay, we went to the store and they were literally like, we went to the store for one
Should
thing.
we actually talk about
Yeah.
Guitar Center.
Yeah, we went to Guitar Center.
Bruh.
And we were like, okay, so we just need, what was it that we needed? What was it called?
All we needed was this thing right here, like an USB audio interface,
Yeah.
a mixer for our
Yeah.
mics.
So
Yeah.
we go there and we end up basically buying that mixer, but the updated version because they were like, that's what you need.
The version that's like $200 more.
Yeah, we needed like cords, we needed battery, we needed new mics, bro.
Because this guy was like straight up like, maybe he really hooked us up though.
He
But,
was a
like,
Twitch
He was like, which
streamer.
microphones do you have? Nah, get this one.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh. And then the price was like $200
I know,
more.
but I promise y'all, we didn't get scammed. We were like,
But
okay,
we don't
actually,
know-
we do need this.
Like these are definitely the best microphones. Like
Yeah.
So I really
hopefully
hope
we're
I think the
using
audio
it
quality-
perfectly. Yeah.
hope it
But-
sounds like it.
It's a learning
I know. They're like,
process.
really?
Yeah, like,
Are you sure?
That doesn't sound like a few grand.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah, so we are going to be continuing to do the video podcast. We
Let
have
us-
a lot of exciting ideas coming
Oh,
up.
yeah.
And we're even, we're basically rebranding. So we're going to do some of our older topics and just do them again.
Because
with
we
the
want to
new-
give it like a platform, like a better platform. You know, some of the
Yeah.
really awesome conversations we had before, we want to bring it out on video too, so that it just has more reach and more people can access that. You know?
Yeah, and guests.
Ooh,
We
so
are going to
excited.
bring some guests. Don't know when that's going to happen, but we are
Wait.
working towards getting
Okay,
that.
guys. Oh, on the topic of guests, who is your dream guest? Like, let's say like if one day we get like really
that's
really
a good
big.
question. Let's
We're
end
putting
off
it-
on that.
We're putting it out in the universe. Do we need some time to think about it?
Yeah, I definitely need some time.
I don't need time.
Okay, I kind of already have one. Mine is like so random
Go ahead.
Okay.
because I've been obsessed with her. Okay, mine is Katrina Kaif.
Oh, okay. Tell them who she is.
Okay,
if
so
you don't
Katrina
know.
Kaif is a Bollywood actress, and she basically, I think, has had a pretty long career now in Bollywood. And I feel like if you talk about like the top actresses in Bollywood, she is there. You know, like for the last like 10 years, she's been the top. And like, you know, I just what I respect, like just from what I've seen on social media, is just her hustle, her work ethic, how she's constantly. I feel like she's like the Mark Cuban of like the woman version in India. Like she's like, because she has like her own beauty brand that's crushing it, and then she's still, you know, she's the boss.
She's killing
the
it.
goat.
I would love to hear her story and like get some tips. You know,
That'd be a
like,
good
what's some
episode.
advice?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So please,
All
Katrina.
right, you got because I still don't know.
Oh, mine is LeBron.
Oh,
I don't
Wait.
like. We would never be able to get that. But, like,
Yeah, I know, but we can dream big.
we can dream.
oh my god.
I think it'd just be so funny. We'd have to move the camera farther back. Like, so how do we get his whole like?
Oh, right,
Bro,
right.
This
right,
man's gonna be
right.
like up here. Right?
If
We need
LeBron
it-
is coming, we're gonna buy a whole studio for
Yeah.
him. Like,
Dude,
rent
LeBron
one.
would be insane.
Yeah.
But why LeBron for you?
I mean, I don't have many like celebrity role models, but like LeBron is like the picture of working hard and grinding for what like you want in life, you know, being so focused like with your craft that you become one of the best, you know, or the best. Yeah, he's really inspirational.
Guys, this is so tough for me. I don't know because, like, I also don't have a lot of like celebrity role models at all. I just like in general, I'm trying to think of like I would want like a female entrepreneur. I don't know who though. I literally don't have a person in
So
mind.
it's a blank one for
female
you.
entrepreneur, or even like a really like a podcaster that I listen to. Like if we had like the What We Said girlies on the pod, I think I would really love that. It's so fun. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
That's where we'll just.
Well, let's
Okay.
see. One day, let's
I
put it out.
know.
Manifestation.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So we hope
Let's
y'all
wrap it
enjoyed this podcast, and we're so excited to record our next one and have y'all join us on this journey.
yes. Also, please let us know in the comment section, like, what other topics you guys want us to discuss.
Yeah, comments
Totally open
on
to all the-
YouTube.
any
It's way
ideas.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thanks so
Bye.
much. See ya.
Have a good
See you on the
week.
next one.